Everyone, welcome to the show. This is a fun one for me, just Cutwater whiskey here. It is actually a gift from a client. Coy probably does not watch the show anymore. Him and his wife closed on their house in, wherever they got their house recently. And he sent me this as a thank you gift. And man, you better believe I love this kind of stuff. So anyway, Cutwater whiskey, they are based somewhere. You can look them up and learn whatever you need to know. But man, I love getting, especially for like smaller distilleries like that I don't know of that are more local. Very cool, very nice gift, very thoughtful. Okay, everyone, we're going to talk about the psychology of an underqualified buyer. Now, this can be a little bit of a rude awakening sort of video, and not at all intended to be dickish on my part. I don't know if that's a word, but we're going to make it a word on this show. But it is meant to give you a reality check, right? Because we here at the 1911 Syndicate, my baby, we have a lot of folks that we deal with who are like law enforcement guys, in the military. We get a lot of first-time home buyers, like straight up. I mean, a lot of our clientele is first-time buyers. And along with that, especially within some of those professions where it's like noble professions that unfortunately don't get paid a ton, a lot of times, you know, take a VA buyer, right? They might be putting zero down. And the reality is they might have to put zero down because they just don't have a lot of cash, okay? So we're gonna kind of talk about, hey, if you're in that situation where you don't have a lot of cash, well, what does your mindset need to be going into buying a home? And mindset is the most cliched term on basically the face of the planet right now, minus the expression, let's go, when everyone yells, let's go. Like, I can't do it, man. I just want to punch everyone in the face when they yell, let's go. Okay, dude, think of a different expression. But, so let's talk about it. You are qualified in the sense that, yes, you can get a loan. Yeah, you can buy that house 100%. We are not going to start doing this thumb thing again. Guys, I refuse. I don't know what's with me today. I apologize. Shut me down if I start doing the thumb crap again. So anyway, you are qualified to buy a home, but you are not well qualified in the sense of like you're not the most competitive buyer in the world. Well, what does that mean? Typically it means you don't have a lot of cash, okay? And here's the reality, guys. It is a seller's market right now. So they are getting, most sellers, if their home, especially if their home is decent, and if it's in a price point where there are a lot of first-time buyers, or just buyers in general, high probability that they're going to be getting multiple offers on their home. Now, if you don't have a lot of cash, what you lack right now is the ability to do what most of those other offers are going to do, which is they're going to go above the asking price. Well, you don't really have the ability to go over the asking price because you don't have the cash to back it up. So a house that's listed at 400 grand, and you can buy that $400,000 house. You're going to be using a VA loan. You don't really have anything to put down. You can cover your closing costs. That's about it. It's like, look, you can't offer 430 like the guy that has an extra 30 grand sitting there can, okay? So you basically have to put in your offer at 400. You could put it in at 430. The problem is if it doesn't appraise at that, then you're like, okay, cool, back down to 400 or whatever the number it is that it appraised at, right? So you lack some of the competitiveness that a lot of other buyers have. So the thing that I try to get our guys in the habit of is, look, if you are in this position, you lack some leverage, right? There is a resource called cash that you lack. And what that means is you are going to have to get very not picky in terms of what it is that you place offers on. Essentially, if it is a house that if it meets your criteria roughly, right? Like, hey, it at least has the number of beds and baths that it has, but you're like, I don't like that it doesn't have tall ceilings or whatever. Stop it. Stop it right now. Like, I found you a place that has 3 beds, 2 baths. You have to put it in. I mean, it's like, look, straight up, man, you've got to just start sending offers. Like, your job becomes volume. You are now in the volume game. Because you don't have cash to go over the list price, you're going to have to submit a shit ton of offers, chances are. And we may not be able to get you under contract on something. Truthfully, like, I can't guarantee it. Like, we've got a good track record at being able to do it, but there's times where we all throw up our hands and we're like, man, we give it our best shot. But you know, whether it's the client, usually it's the client that taps out and they're just like, they're just kind of demoralized and they're like, you know, let's wait 6 months and try it again, because they're just kind of like mentally defeated. But the truth is, hey, look, you're gonna have to get very not picky. If the house meets your basic criteria, you gotta start just slinging offers, right? I mean, it's that simple, because we might have to do this 10, 15 times before we get one, and we still may not get one. So instead of you waiting for the ones that you really like to place offers on, if it is acceptable, if it is at an acceptable level of your basic criteria, you gotta fucking send it, man. You gotta go. You gotta send the offers, right? And there's no pretty way to put that. There's no way to polish that up to make it sound any prettier. You are not the most competitive buyer. You are qualified, but you're not the most competitive. So you just gotta start sending offers. Okay? That's it. That's it. That's the whole video. Man, spicy today, everyone. Just absolutely spicy today. We already talked about bourbon. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I'll just shut up, and I guess nothing more needs to be said. Hang out. If you guys need real estate help, let us know. Make those inquiries filled with details. Who, what, when, where, why. You got to give me the breakdown. Who are you? Why do you want to move? When are you looking to do this? Where to? What kind of credit do you have? Like, get us the details, everyone. Devil is in the details. I think that's the expression. If not, I just made up something that's close to another expression. Let's wrap it up. Hope you guys are doing good. We'll see you next time.